we all missed something very important, which might end up being one of the most important aspects of the Boruto series in the timeskip. Boruto going rogue and becoming a wanted shinobi is sad, as Boruto isn't really to blame and now has to carry a burden that he doesn't really deserve to have. But this isn't the saddest part. The worst part is that Boruto going rogue has created a new Sasuke in Hima, who will not know the truth of what happened and will believe that Boruto is the enemy and might try to seek revenge. This is because of everything that has happened right now, and it seems like everything has almost been foreshadowed. This has been foreshadowed to happen ever since the Code Arc. Now that everything has happened, we can go back and see the foreshadowing that Kijimoto and Ikimoto have given us. Starting off with Code and Kawaki's conversation. Kawaki was talking to Code, and Code told him that if he has any loved ones, he should bring them to another dimension because this planet would end up being destroyed through his goal of creating a chakra fruit. This foreshadowed what Kawaki did in chapter 77 as he sealed Naruto and Hinata in his Daiko Koden dimension, where time doesn't flow, which was foreshadowed by Code and Kawaki's conversation, where Code gave Kawaki the insight to do this. The next piece of foreshadowing that is also found in the Code arc is where we have Naruto and Hinata watching a movie. This movie was about a guy who was leaving his loved ones. He had to leave the village. And this is what ends up happening to Boruto. Boruto has to leave his loved ones and go away from the village due to everything that Ida and Kawaki have done. Boruto has to leave the village and his loved ones, just like what happened in that scene. Boruto has to leave Hima, Boruto has to leave Sadara and Sumire, all these different people, all the people that Boruto loves, he has to leave them due to the circumstances that he finds himself in. Next is Hinata crying before Boruto leaves. Boruto and Hinata have a conversation where she starts to cry as Boruto goes to a mission and she felt like Boruto wouldn't come back again. This is where Boruto tells Hinata that this is just a small sort of mission and he will definitely come back. This is where Momoshiki comes in his ominous moment where he pops in and tells Boruto that he shouldn't be making promises that he can't keep, foreshadowing that Boruto would not come back and see Hinata ever again. This is what happened not only in chapter 77 because Hinata and Naruto were sealed, but also because Boruto never went back home. He never went back home because he's a wanted shinobi and has to leave the village. This is where we now have to talk about Boruto being a rogue shinobi and him being forced to go rogue. First of all, I don't know if he took his headband. Okay, he probably still has Sasuke's headband, but it would have been cool to see Boruto exit the village. It would have been a cool moment. But there are other things that Boruto has to worry about because Boruto and Sasuke will now consistently be on the run because there's gonna be people from all over the world, especially from the 5 great nations, who are gonna come and look for Boruto and Sasuke due to the things that they believe Boruto has done. Boruto is not only powerful, he's not only an Otsutsuki, but he's also unpredictable to their eyes because nobody could have predicted that Boruto would kill the 7th Hokage, the Hokage that helped him and gave him a family. Everybody thinks that Boruto's actions were erratical and unpredictable. This is why they can't let this type of force, they can't let this ticking time bomb stay and roam the earth. Everybody is going to be looking for Boruto. But they might just be able to find them. They might just be able to find Boruto and Sasuke because unlike Boruto and Kawaki, Sasuke can't erase his chakra signal, which leaves them open to other people reading Sasuke's chakra signal and then finding Sasuke and Boruto. This is why they're consistently on the run, and there might be times where they do end up running into some shinobis. And I don't know what Boruto and Sasuke would do. Maybe they just knock them out, maybe they try and kill them. It would be cool to see some arcs of Boruto leaving and having to fight some people like some rogue shinobi or just some bandits in the future. It would be a cool moment to see that everybody has gone against Boruto. Rogue shinobi, bandits, and people who try to preserve peace, they will all look for Boruto and Sasuke, and it's gonna be interesting to see how Boruto responds. Will Boruto kill them? Will Boruto feel bad for them? Or will Boruto freeze up? This is what we're going to have to see in the time skip. But it's not always going to be bad, because we now have Sasuke and Boruto having a moment together. Because I won't lie, it seems like ever since the Momoshiki arc, we haven't seen Sasuke train Boruto. We need to see the bond that Boruto and Sasuke have to be developed, so we could understand why Boruto maybe has Sasuke's sword and cape in the time skip. Because unlike Jiraiya and Naruto, we haven't had a lot of moments between Boruto and Sasuke, especially ever since the Momoshiki arc. And this is what we're getting right now. A lot of people thought that it was going to be Kasha and Koji, and I did drop a couple theories down there. But deep down, there was always this feeling that I wanted Sasuke to be the one. I just didn't know how it would happen due to the fact that he was affected by Ida's omnipotence. But through Sadara's Mangekyo Sharingan awakening, we have Sasuke, who is now able to train Boruto, and we will now see their relationship develop, because they will finally start training. And you know what this training will mean? It means that we finally get to see Boruto stop using his hands at all times. We know he can hit some combinations, but he will finally have a sword, and it's going to be very interesting to see how Boruto develops that Sasuke cool persona, walking in with the sword going crazy. I would love to see Boruto have these type of moments like Sasuke had. I want to see a cold Boruto who has went through these types of hardships and endured, and becomes almost a version of Sasuke who still fights for justice. Boruto will learn how to use his sword, but he will also learn how to use other abilities, because it has been foreshadowed that Boruto will learn how to use a greater version of the Chidori. Because in the past, Boruto and Sasuke had conversations where Boruto just wanted to learn how to use the Chidori, but he couldn't because Boruto doesn't possess the Sharingan. So, Boruto might learn a different version or a higher jutsu, as Sasuke promised, that would allow him to have a different version of the Chidori and some cool type of ability that we would see in the time skip. And I don't know exactly how you guys think it would look, but I've heard people say it could be a combination of the Rasengan and Chidori. It would look cool in my opinion, that would be great. And I've also seen in certain openings where we see Boruto with his Jogan and some other type of lightning based attack. And I would definitely love to see what ability that truly is. And it's going to be amazing because Boruto and Sasuke will go through different types of great adventures, and they will end up deepening their bond together. The Sasuke and Boruto relationship is going to be peak, and we all know, we all keep on saying this, somehow we know that Sasuke is going to perish. So their relationship being amazing is something that is going to be crucial in the time skip, because Sasuke might just tell Boruto about his past and try to teach Boruto how to act in response to what Kawaki is doing, because Sasuke and Naruto had a similar dynamic that Boruto and Kawaki now have. So it's going to be interesting to see Sasuke's insights on Boruto's relationship with Kawaki. But Kawaki isn't the real problem that Boruto has, and Boruto will soon realize that Kawaki is not really important, because the true person and the true enemy he will have to face will be his own sister, as Boruto will have to face Hima in the future, because Hima has now learned about everything that will happen. Probably she'll learn about it in the time skip and stuff like that. And she will definitely harbor some type of negative emotions and definitely want to get revenge on everything that happens, which is completely justified, because there's a possibility that she is affected by Ida's spell. We don't really know if she is a Otsutsuki or has any type of Otsutsuki DNA, and we know that even just a little bit of Otsutsuki DNA like Sasuke and Naruto and other people have won't help you out of this omnipotence. You have to really be an Otsutsuki like the likes of Kawaki and Boruto, who are not affected, and we still don't know why Sadara is unaffected. But maybe she is not affected because of her hidden powers that we know she has, which would be crazy too. But let's just discuss what would happen if she actually is affected. If she is affected, she would literally become the new version of Sasuke. She will believe that her so-called brother killed her father and mother, scarred her true brother, and left the village as an ungrateful brother. This would be crazy and might turn her into Sasuke, where she wants to kill Boruto and get revenge. And we all know that Hima has some type of abilities that we don't know about, because we already seen her potential. Damien is afraid of Hima, and if Damien trains her in the future, she might turn into a different type of god, a different type of threat, where Boruto might actually lose the fight if they actually fight together. Because the crazy part is we've seen some of her hidden potential at times, where she knocked out Naruto and Kurama, put them straight to sleep in one blow. She's a demon. If she maximizes her potential in the time skip, it would be crazy, and Boruto might just end up losing, because in the time skip, we're definitely going to see Boruto versus Hima if she is not affected. Hima, we already know when she gets mad is crazy, and if Boruto fights Hima, it's going to be a tough fight, because not only is Boruto not going to try as much, because he'll feel the pain of having to see his little sister turn against him due to something that he doesn't truly deserve and something that isn't true, but also he will have to deal with Hima just being that strong. But we know, even if Boruto somehow escapes from a fight like this and it doesn't end up happening, we know that this omnipotence won't be turned off, because this is not some normal type of genjutsu. This is omnipotence. This is the power of God. So it's kind of crazy to think that Hima, for the rest of her life, could potentially see Boruto as a threat. And I won't lie, that would be pretty sad. And I would love to see how Boruto combats this and endures as a shinobi. Because imagine if she's the one who made the scarf that Kawaki has in the time skip. Because we know that Hinata made a scarf for Naruto in Naruto the Last. That was a beautiful movie. And we can maybe see Hima have some of these abilities and make a scarf for Kawaki. And then Boruto will see this. That would be tough, because Boruto might just be like, damn, really, my sister? My sister made the scarf for him, believing that Kawaki is the right guy, while I'm the one who did everything that's correct. I didn't do nothing to deserve this, but it ends up happening for him. And the scarf isn't even the biggest part. Are Ida and Damien going to help Boruto in the future? This is something we have to think about, because it might just be a one-time thing, and after what she did for Boruto, when Boruto comes back, she might just turn back into a Kawaki meat rider, where she just does what Kawaki wants. This is definitely something that could happen. So Boruto right now, it's not looking good. When he comes back, he has to be some type of broken god, because how is he gonna come back Kawaki? How is he gonna deal with Hima? How is he gonna deal with Ida and Damien? It's just gonna be crazy right now, because Boruto is really alone. He just has a few people like Sarada, Sumire. We'll see how Sarada ends up being, how strong she is. But Sasuke, we know that Sasuke can't compete with these new types of people. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Boruto combats this. But I think that explains everything. I think that explains why Boruto is not smiling anymore in the time skip. Because everything has gone wrong, and he continues to endure. But the more he sees hardship, the more that he sees people dying, and the combination of his own little sister thinking he's a bad guy, it would take away his smile. And that's why you have to watch this video right here, to understand exactly why Boruto doesn't smile anymore in the time skip, as it all starts with Hima having the potential of hating him for the rest of his life, which is tough for her older brother.